When it's time to lower the stretcher to the floor, there's a couple of steps we would like you to follow. First of all, get a nice wide base of support. Feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart, toes turned out ever so slightly, and your heels firmly rooted to the floor. That means your heels must be down throughout the movement. Utilizing the big muscles in our hips, in good communication with my partner. Ready? 1, 2, 3, down. Come on back up. By following that nice neutral stance, keeping eye contact with my partner at all times, good control of the stretcher, letting the big muscles in my hips be the driver, we're able to get it done safely and efficiently. When it comes time to lift the stretcher from the ground, there are a couple of steps that we would like to see you follow to ensure a safe and efficient lift. First of all, get a nice wide base of support. Feet slightly wider than the stretcher, rooted firmly to the floor with your toes slightly out. By rooted, I mean your heels must be down throughout the lift. Driving through your hips, get down nice and low, look your partner in the eye for good communication. Ready, brace, lift. Make sure that carriage engages, and by following that technique, using a nice neutral straight back lift, head up at all times and driving through the hips and not your spine, we are able to get it done safely and efficiently. When removing a manual stretcher from a cot, there's a couple of simple steps we want you to follow to be safe and efficient with your movements. As you disengage this stretcher from the safety fastener, bring it against your abdominal wall. That engages your core muscles. Head is up, shoulders are back, and with a hip width stance, walk back till you engage the safety catch. My partner is going to lower the carriage to the floor. Keeping my head up and shoulders back, I'm going to lower the carriage down to the floor, initiating the movement with my hips and my glutes for a safe lift. A common mistake many responders make is they set the stretcher down using only their back. So what we see frequently is instead of good mechanics through the hips, they tend to use their spines to set it down. Make sure the big strong gluteal muscles, your core are taking the load, your head is up, shoulders are back for safe and efficient movement. When it's time to lift the stretcher into the truck, there are a couple of steps we would like you to follow to ensure safe and efficient movement. First of all, let's get a nice wide base of support. Feet shoulder width apart, firmly rooted to the floor. Head is up, chin is up, chest is up at all times. I'm going to drop at my hips, not my back. Using those big, strong hip muscles, good grip on the stretcher. I'm going to lift it up, bring it straight into my abdominal wall so I can use my core muscles. At this point, narrow that stance up just a little bit, walk the stretcher in, secure it into the fastener. By following that technique, we're able to lift with our hips, use our core muscles, not put any additional strain on our shoulders, neck, or upper back, ensuring safe and efficient movement.
I remember the way it used to be. There was a call years ago where a truck ended up out in the middle of this field. We got to the scene, unloaded, and tried to get to the patient. I say tried because we had such a hard time moving over the rough ground that we just picked up the cot and equipment and carried it all. By the time we got out of there, we were worn out. Then, of course, we had to do the same thing with the patient loaded to get back. Today, with the technology I have, I'm able to handle those situations without a problem. Whether transporting, loading and unloading, providing patient care, or cleaning up. Stryker's MX Pro helps me do my job faster, easier, and better. Who wouldn't want that? When you get to the scene, it's important to be able to unload without a struggle. It's no problem with the MX Pro. Squeeze the height adjustment release handle and guide the legs down. Disengage the safety bar, and you're ready to roll. The MX Pro's large casters just climb over grass, gravel, mud, and the caster bearings are sealed to make sure that dirt and grit don't penetrate. If your partner's tied up, you can lower the cot yourself without a struggle. When it comes to securing the patient, the MX Pro's safety restraints fasten easily across the chest and can be placed at different positions along the litter frame to fit the patient. The MX Pro lets me transport at several heights, including the highest position. To raise the cot, lift slightly, squeeze the release handle, and raise the cot. The optional pull handle helps to make transport even less of a strain for taller operators. To load a patient, approach the ambulance squarely, then pull the cot back enough to engage the hook, and squeeze the release handle as your partner folds the legs, helps guide the cot into the ambulance and secure it in the cot faster.
Have you ever had an IV?
Even in the confined space of the ambulance, the MX Pro helps me do my job.
I'm gonna lay you back.
A pneumatic backrest helps position the patient. You can move into trend or shock position by just lifting the foot end until it locks into place.
That's what we're looking for right now.
And the optional IV pole is easy to access and durable. Whether I'm hanging a bag or an infusion pump, this pole is built to take it. The side rails fold down instead of swinging out, so it's easy to move them out of the way when you need better access to the patient. I keep them raised, even though you can transport and load the cot without the side rails raised if the safety restraints are secured. They're just good secondary restraint. You can actually shorten the length of the cot to 61 inches by raising the backrest, then squeezing the red release handle in the base frame and swinging it away. The optional base lift bar can be used to steer the cot. To lower the cot, remember, lift, squeeze, and lower. Paperwork can tie things up for a while, so I appreciate the fact that one person can load the MX Pro while the other finishes up inside. Unloading is just as easy. Pull the cot from the fastener and lower it to the ground. Squeeze the release handle and lift the cot until the legs extend and lock, and release the safety bar. The MX Pro is even easy to clean. Its powder coating is durable, makes it easier to see blood and dirt. Greaseless height adjustment mechanisms help to keep your hands and uniforms clean. And the seamless heat-sealed mattress keeps fluids from accumulating and seeping into the mattress. Hey, whether we're on a call or handling housekeeping, it's all part of the job, and no doubt we'll do our best. It's just good to know that Stryker's MX Pro helps us do it better.
I'm gonna call.
If you've been using Stryker cots as long as I have, you already know they're designed to help you do your job. They're easy to use, and they're rugged enough to handle whatever it takes to do the job. But if you're new to Stryker, here's your chance to take a closer look. As you unload the cot, release it from the fastener. and move it out of the ambulance using the lower grips whenever possible. That helps reduce back strain. When the safety hook stops your motion, the second operator guides the legs down to be sure that they're fully extended and locked. Release the safety bar and roll the cot away from the ambulance. A single operator can raise or lower an unoccupied cot by placing one foot on the base, parallel to the tube and away from the pinch point area. Lift the cot slightly to take pressure off the height adjustment mechanism. Squeeze the red release lever and raise or lower the cot. To raise or lower an occupied cot, lift the litter frame just enough to take pressure off the height adjustment mechanism. Squeeze the release handle and raise or lower the cot to the desired height. And keep in mind, good safety practices require that you use 2 operators to load the cot with a patient. Approach the back of the ambulance squarely. Move the safety bar over the safety hook, then back against the safety hook to raise the legs without hitting the bumper. Lift the cot and squeeze the release handle as the second operator raises the legs using the side rail for stability and leverage and helps to guide the cot into the ambulance. To unload the cot with a patient, again, good safety practices call for 2 operators. Release the cot from the fastener, guide the cot out using the lower grips to help reduce back strain. When the safety hook engages the safety bar, the second operator guides the legs down to make sure that they're fully extended and locked. Disengage the safety bar and move the cot away from the ambulance. To lower the cot with the head section broken down, the head end operator, using the optional base lift bar, and the foot end operator lift the cot slightly. The foot end operator squeezes the height adjustment release handle, and they lower the cot to the desired height. Stay above the 5th height position. That prevents the head section from coming to rest in the casters. 1 operator can load the MX Pro without a patient. Just approach the back of the ambulance squarely, roll the safety bar over the safety hook, and then back against the hook to be sure the legs will clear the bumper. Lift the litter frame slightly, squeeze the height adjustment release handle, and lower the foot end to the ground. Then lift the cot to horizontal, roll it into the ambulance, and engage the cot fastener. Reverse the procedure to unload an unoccupied cot with 1 operator. Release the cot fastener, roll the cot out of the ambulance until the safety bar engages the safety hook. Lower the foot end to the ground, squeeze the release handle, and raise the cot until the legs are fully extended and locked. Disengage the safety bar and move the cot away from the ambulance. As you can see, Stryker's MX Pro is easy to operate. It's rugged, and it's designed to help us do our job. Isn't that everything you really want from a cot?
Thank you for your purchase of Furno Emergency Patient Handling Equipment. Furno is the market leader in providing innovative, high-quality ambulance cots, stretchers, transport chairs, backboards, immobilization equipment, and rescue supplies. The Furno Model 40 stair chair features telescoping front carrying handles, a one-piece vinyl seat and back cover, and one-piece restraints for chest, thighs, and legs. The chair lock automatically engages as the chair is completely unfolded. It secures the chair in the open position. To unfold the chair, stand at the side of the chair. Position the chair on its wheels. Grasp the frame at the seat and back and briskly push them away from each other until the chair locks into place. Confirm the chair is locked by visually checking that both sides of the lock bar are engaged. To fold the chair, fold the rear carrying handles. Retract the front carrying handles until they lock, then move them to the high position. Stand at the side of the chair and tilt the chair forward onto the front carrying handles. Pull upward on the center of the lock bar to disengage the lock and push the back frame down until the chair is completely folded. All Furno Model 40 chairs are fitted with front and rear carrying handles. To unfold the rear carrying handles, grasp and pull upward on the handles. Fold the handles down for storage. To extend the front carrying handles, push the release button and pull the handle out until it locks. To retract the front carrying handles, push the release button and push the handle in until it locks. Whenever moving or transporting a patient on a chair, be sure that all of the provided restraints are installed and that the patient is fully restrained. Whenever possible, roll the chair on smooth, level surfaces. Lift and carry the chair up and down stairs and over rough terrain, curbs, and other obstacles. To roll the chair, the rear operator firmly grasps the top back of the frame or the rear carrying handles and tilts the chair back until the patient's weight is balanced on the rear wheels. You may now roll the chair. The front operator is available to assist the rear operator as needed. When crossing rough terrain or obstacles, both operators should grasp the front and rear carrying handles to lift and carry the chair. Follow these general guidelines when carrying the chair on stairs. Use a third operator when ascending and descending stairs as a spotter to help guide the other operators. If one of the two operators is considerably taller than the other, position the shorter of the two at the rear of the chair and the taller at the front. When carrying the chair on stairs, both operators should face the patient. To carry the chair on stairs, secure the patient on the chair with restraints. The front and rear operators then move to their positions at the front and rear of the chair. The front operator grasps and extends the front carrying handles to a comfortable position. The rear operator grasps the rear carrying handles and tilts the chair back until the weight is balanced on the rear transport wheels. Both operators now face the patient, position the chair near the first step, and in a coordinated movement, lift the chair and begin carrying it up or down the stairs. The third, assisting operator, stands behind and guides the front operator when descending stairs, and when going upstairs, stands behind and guides the rear operator. The assisting operator should place their hand on the back of the operator they are guiding and provide verbal clues to guide them up or down stairs. To disinfect the chair's metal frame and vinyl cover, wipe or spray all surfaces with disinfectant, following the disinfectant manufacturer's directions. Furno recommends inspecting the chair for obvious damage as you disinfect it. To clean the frame and vinyl cover, use mild soap and water and dry it with a towel or allow it to air dry. Be sure to lubricate the chair as outlined in the manual. Clean all areas to be lubricated and apply an appropriate amount of synthetic non-petroleum lubricant. Operate the lubricated area to allow lubricant to spread into place and wipe off excess lubricant. open the Easy Glide with Power Tracks, grasp the backrest and lock bar. Then, pull the seat away, opening the chair onto the floor until it is fully unfolded and the lock engages. Be certain that the lock is engaged. Now squeeze the red lift bar release tabs together with one hand and raise and lower the lift bar to a comfortable position with your other hand. Your partner can press the red release button and push or pull the foot end lift handles to the desired stop point. Be certain all lift bars are locked in place. With the lift bars set to a comfortable length, grasp the red track release bar and firmly pull it back until the tracks lock in the fully extended position. Make sure the lock is engaged by trying to push the track closed. With the chair ready, set the wheel locks and seat the passenger. Extend the footrest and restrain the passenger's feet, waist, and torso with the available restraints. You may now turn the power unit on by pressing the power switch on the Power Tracks motor housing. To begin your ascent, disengage the wheel locks and roll the back of the chair to the stairs. Press the power paddle and tilt and roll the chair forward. Then power and roll the chair backward, allowing the track belts to engage the first 2 or 3 steps, and then continue with the ascent. To maintain the glide angle as you ascend, you may need to apply slight downward pressure on the extended lift bar. The power unit has an automatic brake, and you may pause at any point in the ascent. The chair will hold the patient weight in place. To start a descent, disengage the wheel locks and roll the front of the chair to the stairs and tilt the chair back. Guide the chair over the edge of the top step, allowing the track belts to engage the step and move the chair slowly downward until the tracks are resting on the top 2 or 3 steps, and then continue the descent. To maintain the glide angle as you descend, you may need to apply slight downward pressure on the extended lift bar. Your partner can assist with chair movements and in maintaining control of the chair. Be sure to communicate with each other during each ascent or descent. When you reach the bottom of the stairs, engage the wheel locks, unfasten the restraints, and assist the passenger off the chair. For more information, call 877-733-0911 or visit ferno.com/powertracks.
Introducing the Raptor Mattress, a technologically advanced ambulance cot mattress that sets a new standard in patient handling and transport. The versatile Raptor mattress serves both as a standard ambulance cot mattress and easily transforms when needed into a patient body burrito. The mattress's protective side flaps keep contaminants from entering the mattress side cavity where the side wrap panels are stored. The cot side wrap panels can be unzipped for washing and can be easily replaced if necessary. With a fast and easy wrap and buckle process, the Raptor mattress side wrap panels swaddle a patient's abdominal body mass, enabling oversized patients to fit securely and comfortably onto all make and model ambulance cots. Feedback from wide-body patients overwhelmingly confirms an awareness of being safer, more secure, and more comfortable than when transported with cot surface extension devices only. Mandatory patient restraint straps must always be used in conjunction with the Raptor mattress. With the Raptor mattress, the patient's body weight is centered on the cot, substantially reducing cot tipping while also enabling unencumbered transport through standard-sized door openings. The Center of Disease Control reports that 34.9% of Americans are obese. Those wide-body patients struggle to fit safely and comfortably on standard width cots. With the Raptor mattress, you'll always be prepared. The Raptor mattress, always there when you need it. Call 1-800-425-9881.
¿Qué es un storyboard? ¿Qué es un storyboard?